bear was in my lap. What is that? It was Belle's bear.
Belle, the 103-year-old haunted doll, who's her put us through the hoops as she always does.
Yes.
Just to start this live video.
There was a kaleidoscope of terror on Patty's phone.
With music, kaleidoscope.
We have no idea what was going on, but it was as if you had fallen into another dimension from hell.
And we had. Hi, Lucia. Hi, Bradley. So yes, welcome to Belle the Haunted Doll. We are living with the dead.
We are. This is Living with the Dead, episode 9.
Yay!
And here we are with Belle, and we're at wearelivingwiththedead.com, and we have a site on Facebook that you can go to, which is at facebook.com/welivewiththedead. And here is our good friend and Patty's child and my spirit niece, Belle the Haunted Doll. And look at the look on her face.
I know.
Patty. It's like, you dummies. You almost screwed this whole thing up, you weirdos.
Yeah, she's watching the clock, I think.
Know.
And she was so excited. She's been in a bit of a mood lately, I must say.
No.
She's been in a bit of a mood because she hasn't got all the attention that she deserves.
Sweet girl.
You know, Dora, the dog, got attention last week.
Yeah, Dora had a party.
Had a party, and Belle didn't go because I just thought somebody might eat her. It was a dog party.
Yeah, Belle, you don't want to get eaten at a party.
You don't want to get eaten at a party because then we add another spirit to the doll?
It's all well and good until somebody gets eaten at the party. And then it's just not fun anymore.
Yeah, not fun anymore.
It was a fun party, though. There was a cake for dogs.
Yes, because that's what you do.
I Instagrammed about it.
Yeah, because that's what you do.
Because I'm so LA. People are like, what are you doing today? And I'm like, I'm going to my friend's dog's birthday party.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
They
that
all
would be
ate-
weird, except you live in LA. And I'm like, I know.
Exactly. They all ate cake together. They had the cake with their name on it and matching little plates, and they had a good time. All the dogs got along.
Good.
Some more rambunctious than others, I might say.
Yeah, some dogs were strange.
Who are we, you might be wondering? Who are we?
Oh,
Who are we?
Who are we? I'm Sheena Metal, and I'm a talk radio host, and I'm the aunt to a haunted doll who's 103.
And I am Patti Negri, the adopted mom of Belle the Haunted Doll, who will get the story really quick. Oh, Wenzel, Carol, everybody's there. I got a call or a message from a girl in Belgium, beautiful Chelsea Elizabeth, had this haunted doll who was not behaving at the time. And she had her for a couple of years, I think, and she was making Chelsea's hair fall out. And Chelsea has a little girl, a little daughter, a little toddler-age daughter, and it's rough having negatively haunted items, you know, especially with little ones.
Yeah.
So her hair was falling out, illnesses, sick. The only time it worked was when Belle was in a drawer or in a shed. And Belle doesn't want to be in a drawer or in a shed.
It's not nice to put Belle in a shed.
No. So she sent her to me finally, knowing that I'm a doll collector and I'm a haunted person. And immediately we got out the really, really bad. I talk to dead people and I have dolls. We got out the bad spirit, and then all of a sudden this beautiful little girl develops. Beautiful spirited little thing. She took some adjustment. She would drain energy at first.
Yeah, she almost threw me into atrial fibrillation the first night I met her.
Yeah.
Luckily, there were a lot of people at the party to throw energy into me, and I had to not be with her for too long.
Yes.
And then I was better about it. And then the first night we did our first episode of this show, I was talking to her. She was on Patty's couch after we did the video. And I was looking her in the eye, and I started getting really drained. So for a long time, I couldn't look her right in the eye. But now we're all good.
Yeah, now you can look her in the eye because you might see her eyes. I'm trying to get her up face because everybody else said her eyes really do open and close, but they also open and close by themselves and they move by themselves. It's been captured on camera a lot. A lot of people have been catching orbs on camera. And the most interesting thing to me, besides yes, haunted doll, they move. She likes to grab Sheena's arm.
Yeah, she grabs my finger and my arm a lot.
She loves her.
I love her
It really
too.
is her other daughter.
She's
we
my
share
baby.
her. Do they look alike? Exactly alike.
Hi, I'm Sheena, the haunted Sheena.
Yes. She's my Auntie Sheena. She's my... Oh!
She's the best.
But she has been in a mood, and she's just coming out of it now. She got very excited when I told her that Sheena was coming over, and that we were giving her TV moment on Facebook Live.
I hear her little voice sometimes, and she'll say, like, come. I just hear a little child's voice say, come. And I'm like, oh, okay, Belle. I have been around enough.
It's time.
Although I've been here a lot, but we've been doing things. We were doing a seance one night. I was here for the party. for Dora. I wonder if she was rambunctious when Chelsea had her, because Chelsea had a little girl.
Maybe.
I think she's jealous.
I think she gets jealous because I even think her and my two living cats and Dora the dog, there was a little bit of an issue at first. And then we have that one time that had the baby doll that doesn't even have a spirit in it. It's this beautiful little baby doll though, but Belle didn't want anything to do with the baby doll.
She grabbed my arm, and the look on her face when Patti brought its name is Baby, right?
Yeah.
Patti brought Baby out, and Belle looked like, look at her now. Look at her face, is getting all dark right now. And she was like, I don't know who that is, but if that's my replacement, we're all going to die. I was like, Patti, quick, put Baby away.
Put Baby away.
Put Baby away.
Yeah, so Baby doesn't come on camera with us anymore, but Baby stays in another
Baby
room.
was in one episode for a cameo. Baby will not be returning to the show.
I just thought of that. Is that one of the ones that disappeared? Or not? One of the episodes that disappeared?
No. We have 2 episodes that disappeared, so we're going to put them on the back of a milk carton. If you have seen Living with the Dead episode 6 or 7, they have disappeared, and tonight Patti and I are going to do a really, really scary, unholy thing. We're going to email Facebook and ask where our videos are. So if you never hear from us again on social media, it's because we upset the gods of Facebook.
Yeah.
Because we love our Facebook, but Facebook, you're a little bit like the mom from Carrie. We're always locked in the closet, and we never know why. But I suspect maybe I just showed my dirty pillows too many times.
Exactly.
Because I've been known to do that, folks.
Hi, Matthew. Hi, Bob. Wow, everybody's
I can't believe how many of you are here, or how many views we're getting so fast on these videos. And for people who know people that aren't on Facebook, I threw them all up on my YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/Sheena Metal, just like my name. There is a folder called Living with the Dead. And if you click on it, there's all of the previous 8 episodes, and this one will be up soon, and a description about each episode, and each one has an episode title, like Episode 2, Belle Takes a Selfie.
And today, and thank God that we have Sheena, and she's advertised, and she saves them, and she's organized, because Belle and I she just completely changed her mood.
Yeah.
That's
Belle, we're sorry about the videos,
That's
sweetie.
what's interesting to watch. Her
and
eyes
Sheena
really
saved them.
do move, but this is porcelain. It's 100-year-old porcelain.
Yeah.
It doesn't move, but the energy behind it, everybody who comes over can tell exactly what mood she's in.
Yep.
You will see it change. You'll see her get happier and maybe less happy and get curious and comical, all by the energy of her face. So let us know.
She's smiling a little bit more. She mellowed out a bit. She didn't like the missing video.
Yeah, she didn't like the missing video. So if you guys see something, write it down now. If you see an orb fly by, if you see her face change, if you see her eyes blink, if you see her move, other than us moving around like we're doing now. Kate just said Belle moves on camera and the phone rings. Yeah, she was literally, I do need a new, what do you call this thing?
Tripod?
I need a new tripod because it spits the camera off. It spits the phone off on a regular basis.
This is why I handle saving all the videos.
Yeah.
Because Patty's not quite sure what a tripod is.
No.
Patty lives in the spirit world.
I live in the
so
spirit.
beautiful.
I talk to dead people.
Yeah.
I talk to dead people.
I talk to dead people about where I can get good deals at Fry's.
Yeah.
Because I believe you should be technological at the same time you're spiritual.
Yeah, I'm working on that one.
I wonder if Belle, you're doing great. I wonder if Belle talks to the other spirits in your house, because I recently had a lovely conversation through using the rods. Mm-hmm. A fantastic conversation with a spirit that lives in your well in the backyard.
Yes.
And I wonder if Belle talks to the spirits that are around here, if she's in contact with them as well.
I think so. She hasn't told me directly, but I do believe my main ghost here, Adrienne Breen, or Adrienne de Matisse, she's a French artist. She lived in the house from the 60s till when she passed in 98. We moved in 2002, and the house came with a beautiful ghost. She's great. And Adrienne, who was not a mother herself, kind of more our style, free spirit woman, she's kind of taken her under her wing.
It's nice.
Yeah, kind of taken her under her wing. So,
well, there's a very chatty spirit that lives in your backyard and seems affable enough. Except almost snapped my wrist off with the rods, telling me where the portal is in your backyard, because it was all the way behind me, and the rod just went foam and slapped over and hit me in the shoulder 3 different times. So, and then interestingly enough, at Dora's party, that particular area where the spirit said the portal was, the dogs could not stay away. When a new dog would come in, it would run down the stairs, get to the yard, and before it even played with any other dogs or people, it would run over to that area where the portal is and sniff.
It's the portal's still there. I'm pretty expert on this stuff, but I've never seen such a strong portal come in nature so fast. We've lived here 16 years. It's a really big backyard. It's almost a third of an acre. It's pretty wild.
Beautiful.
But again, Sheena discovered this, and we all walked to it. We actually ended up laying down on the floor. We were practically hallucinating. It was great.
Yeah.
I was there last night for the full moon. I was doing ritual last night with some of my coven mates. Same thing. I took them all. What do you? It's like, what do you try this? Come over here with me. And they all walked in. It was like, oh, yeah, they all. And people had, some people, their first reaction is to step back, step back. Some people.
I had to take a break from actually being in the circle because I got so dizzy. Sometimes when there's a dimensional shift around me, I'll get dizzy, just like sometimes I physiologically get dizzy if the weather goes from dry to humid really quick, or if an atmospheric change in altitude, I'll get dizzy. The same thing happens sometimes spiritually if the spiritual altitude around or the environment changes. So I just sat there and I didn't want to not do anything. And I do love Patty's rods, even more than I love my own rods. So I thought, well, I'll just talk and see if anybody's out there. And this really old, ancient, wise, chatty, no one ever talks to me and I need more company spirit popped up out of the well and just started talking to me. And then I kept saying, is there a portal somewhere here? Because usually when I start to feel disoriented like that, it's because there's a portal somewhere. And man, so I'm holding the rods right up like this. And then all of a sudden the rod goes boom and slams over and hits me in the shoulder. So I did it again because I believe in, for experimental reasons, making sure it's going to happen again and it wasn't just like a muscle twitch or something. And then I brought one of the guys in our seance group over and I said, I want you to see something. And I did the same thing again. I asked a bunch of questions that I knew the answer was no, and the things didn't move at all. Then I asked a question about yes, and they crossed. And then I said, so if you're here, is there a portal here? And the thing went boom, slam again. So he went up and started investigating the area where the rods were pointing to. And he was getting, okay, so a normal EMF reading is either, it's at 0 and then it goes up and then it goes into the red if it's really strong. He was getting a negative EMF, like below 0, and that had never happened to him before.
Yeah, it's weird. And what just amazes me that I've been here 16 years, I'm a sensitive, and that I've never felt it before. So it really wasn't there before.
That's kind of my thing. Is feeling shifts in the environment. And spiritual shifts are really, I think from growing up in a really awful haunted house, I pay, my spidey senses are always out there. That was supposed to be this, but it didn't do it well. My spidey senses are always out there picking up spiritually environmental changes.
And I thought about it. It's really right. It's kind of not near anything, but it's right next to Mary Pickford, who's a silent movie star, very famous and everything. It's right next, her dressing room is right there. And that's actually been empty for a month or two for the first time because somebody sold it and moved out and they're getting ready to work on it. Now they're working on it. Maybe that lack of people there and maybe the Mary Pickfordy thing. I don't know. If anybody has any clues or ideas, let us know. Maybe I need to have a portal party. We need to all just hang out.
A portal party.
Let's
do it.
Come on down to Patty's
That's not a porta potty, people.
We could bring a porta potty for the portal party.
Bring a porta potty to your portal party. Say that 20 times.
Patty's portal party.
Exactly. Go to Patty's place for the portal party and the porta potty. I use the porta potty at the porta party at Patty's place.
She's laughing really loud. She likes wordplay.
She likes when we're silly with her. You should come to the portal party. Did she come to the full moon seance last night?
No, it wasn't a seance. We did a working.
Oh,
it wasn't a seance.
Come?
We did a no. She didn't. No.
Some of the coven mates are not really thrilled about the DOLL.
Yeah, but this was a different coven.
Still,
this is
now, I'm surprised how many people that work in the spirit world don't like DOLL. As a matter of fact, when I talk about how much I love my spirit niece, sometimes people are like, $100? It's $100. I'm like, I thought you were supposed to be this big, like, crazy, intuitive, psychic / Wiccan / power occultist female energy guru, and you're scared of this like sweet little girl is freaking you out. Like seriously,
Well,
put your big girl pants on. Put your big psychic girl pants on.
But it's true though. Maybe probably because they have faces and eyes. Even Zach Bagans, Ghost Adventures, he's got a billion haunted dolls in his museum, but he's scared of dolls. He's afraid of dolls.
And Zach Bagans has a face and eyes.
Yes, he does.
Just like
wow,
just
think
like,
about that.
That's deep, man. That's
It's
totally
deep.
deep. See how much trouble I'd be in if I smoked weed? Yeah, some people, I mean, dolls were not ever really my thing because I was a stuffed animal girl. Dolls are Patty's thing. But kids were never really my thing until I had my own spirit niece who's 9, who's a human. She's not here now, Belle. It's okay. And now I have another a doll niece who's 8 and 103, 8 in spirit and 103 in real stuff. And you see, you're kind of get weird when I said the different ages.
Yeah, she did.
So your
get
face
weird.
kind of go like, what?
And somebody just wrote. I'm trying to scan through. You're talking. Belle can spell. It's right there. So somebody, your DOLL did nothing.
I know, but that's what you do with little sweet kids.
Yeah.
It doesn't work with my 9-year-old niece either. She knows how to spell everything, like more stuff than I can spell.
Yeah.
But I don't understand, why you'd be so freaked out because Belle's so awesome. But so many people are like, oh, a haunted doll, it's a haunted doll.
Yeah.
We need to change how people feel
Well,
about things.
yeah, we do, and that's part of what we are living with the dead is about. Everybody, haunted always gets a bad rap. Haunted always is evil. It's demonic. It's cranky. A lot of them are cranky or evil, and sometimes demonic. But for every bad spirit, I think there's a good one out there.
I agree. At least one.
So we started this,
Yeah.
like, do you guys have any good spirits, whether they're embodied in a doll or a vase or a statue or just spirit living in your house? That's a good spirit. We want to hear about it.
Yeah. All your good stories we want to hear.
Yeah.
Or even just a spirit that lives in your yard, like Patty's yard spirit. Because that's a really friendly spirit that's maybe 100 years old and really wants to talk. Did Belle just get bigger?
Yeah. Did you guys see that?
What happened? Did the
I don't
camera
know.
get closer to us?
I don't know.
Just all of a sudden, Belle's all the way in front of my face. Did she just move
I didn't
forward?
do it. I didn't move. She must. She's a bit of a show off.
Does her face look bigger than it looked before? It's like almost as big as my face.
Hi, Val. Are you getting big-headed? Everyone loves her and talking about her.
She's fascinating to me because all of a sudden her face just got big. It's like she grew.
Matthew just said we should have John Zappas on. You know him,
I
right?
love John Zappas. He's such a sweet man.
Oh, maybe he'll come do Belle with
should
us.
come
Or
visit
Belle.
Belle.
Or we could take Belle to him.
We
if
should
that's-
take Belle to him. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's not allowed to be squandered away.
Oh, yeah. He probably
can't have
it
Belle
breaks his contract
for his museum.
No.
But he has taken away a lot of evil things. That's good that he's got
Which is
them.
good. Yeah, I
Just like
what
his
he
uncle
does.
Ed Warren did that too, and it's very, very important that people do that. I certainly don't want all that stuff in my house. It's wonderful that he does that. But Belle's one of the good ones.
I just saw somebody ask, can a spirit manifest as ectoplasm?
Oh.
I don't know. I have never experienced ectoplasm. I have literally been doing this since I was a little kid. I've been doing seances since I was 7 or 8 years old. I've seen really interesting things and puffs of smoke, and that I've never seen ectoplasm. And I do a lot of spiritualist, Victorian
Awesome.
type seances too, old school with the powder and the candles and the roses. And I've never seen ectoplasm. I know a lot of that was faked in the Victorian age. The ectoplasm was just bad early special effects. Not saying all of it was, because just like now, for every real seance, there's a fake seance. For every good and legitimate psychic or medium, there's a
20
fake one.
fake ones.
20 fake ones. 20,000 fake ones. But I don't know.
20,000 fake ones. So as Patty and I sit here right now, somewhere there are 40,000 people doing fake psychic Facebook Live videos.
Yes, with a fake photograph. And a rat just came up on my lap.
Yeah, that was weird.
Did you see that?
It was giant.
Yeah.
Do you have that happen a lot?
No.
This giant rat just walked by.
Outside the house. But still.
That was creepy. It was huge.
Yeah. Belle, are you
Probably
bringing
going to
your
the Hollywood
friends
Bowl.
over? Yeah, it was a big Hollywood Bowl.
So I'll tell you
by the
a
bowl.
weird thing that happened today. I was going to tell a story about Belle, and I forgot what it was. So I'll tell a story that happened today. So I was on the phone, on the radio today on my show with my friend Andrea Perrin. Andrea is the oldest daughter from the real family from The Conjuring. So she has a lot of communication with off-world beings, because we did an off-worlder seance here once, and it
Yes.
scared the hell out of everybody. And she believes that a lot of what happened in the Conjuring house was off-world stuff. So she's telling me all this stuff that the off-worlders told her. The rat is running.
The rat is running around on my table outside.
Is everywhere. And as she's telling me this story, I can hear the alien voices. I mean, you can hear it on my show if you go listen today. So some of the things she was saying, it was just her voice. But then she would say something like, and we all need to learn to be in a place of love. And we all need to learn to be would just be her. And then as she said place of love, there was a voice that would say like place of love at the same time she was. It was almost mirroring her talking as she was talking in this really strange kind of the way off-worlders sound. And I know that because the 2 times I was in, the only 2 times, thankfully, I was in off-world channeling sessions with Patti. I can hear the voices in my head, and that's the voice that it sounds like. But this I actually heard with my ears, and I think you'll be able to hear it on the show.
Oh, that's awesome.
So
yeah, when I've heard it's a different kind of, I guess because they're not used to English, they're not used to our taking it in. It's got a weird sound to it. When you hear other channelers who channel, extraterrestrial, off-worlders, whatever you want to call them. Oh. So back to the ectoplasm. Don't know. I believe it could be real as anything. I believe there's a reason for it. So. And
I remembered what I was going to say, and it related to the ectoplasm. Look who has half a brain sometimes. It's Aunt Sheena. So when I lived in the super haunted house, I do believe in ectoplasm. I never actually felt ectoplasm. I mean, we all see mists, right? White mist, black mist. But that house, there was always a film on everything. Like a black, oily film. Never in any other house we ever lived in. And every time my mom went to clean the house, she would say, what in the hell is in this house? And she would flip over a sponge, and there would be like a black gook on it. And there was always an odd smell in that house that we contributed to my father, who maybe didn't smell the best, but it was mostly just in that house. So here's another story. So I lived with a person who had, energy in my adult life, bad energy. And when I lived in the house with this person, I never noticed the smell. But when the person moved out, one day I got a package in the mail. They had found a bunch of my stuff and sent it to me. And when I opened up the package, that smell poured out of it. So I think that negativity and negative spirits sometimes can have an odd, really bad odor. I mean, they say demons do, but I don't think it's just demons. I think it's dark energied spirits, and dark energied people also have a bad smell. But also I think maybe sometimes an oily or icky residence.
I have experienced that. I must say, in an apartment, I was in a real modern apartment. Again, nothing old. It doesn't have to be old. But I was starting to see all sorts of stuff was moving, and literally big fog mists right over my bed or here or that.
Yeah.
And then one day I went into the same thing. In the bathroom, there was this dark, almost oily, almost down the sides. And I thought somebody had snuck into my apartment. I didn't live with anybody at the time.
Sooty, kind of like soot.
And I'm like, I was like, I really got ready to move out because so much weird stuff was happening. And I thought the landlord had to be coming in without permission. And so maybe that's again, it things take form.
Well, and about 10 years ago, I ran into some folks that I had grown up with that lived in that city. And I said to them, do you remember when we were kids in the 70s? There was always that like black film on everything. They were like, no. They didn't know what I was talking about. They didn't remember it. But I remember I used to hide like my stuffed animals, and I would hide things that that could get dirty and gross that you couldn't just wipe off, because I'd go to school and I'd come home and my whole room would be covered with this sooty, garbagey thing. And I guess because we moved a lot and we had just moved there, my mom just thought it was something from that region because she hadn't lived there before.
Right. Yeah, so I've experienced that just one. I just saw Matthew just asked about, you saw something with red eyes and a rectory or something like that.
Ooh.
Yeah, that sounds very spirit. Red eyes.
It's not good.
It's probably not good. Probably
good.
something not human.
Even Belle looks like this right now.
Like, ooh. She's so cute. Isn't she cute? Is she moving
like
around on
red
you guys?
eyes and a rectory is not good.
Not good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's so much activity. I did last night, my first seance in a chapel. It was at a hotel in Las Vegas, and we were there for the Endless Nights Vampire Ball weekend. Yes,
nice.
but I would go to take a picture, and just the little flash. There wasn't any dust in it. It was a very clean chapel, no outdoor windows. There wasn't any bugs in it. Just that first flash of the camera, just boom, 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 boom. It was like stardust. Boom, 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 boom. And we've got it in pictures and everything. So there is something to a sacred place, to a holy place. Good, bad, and indifferent, they're always highly active places.
Is there something moving on the ceiling right over my head? Do you see that in the camera image? It's over my head, up where it gets light, like up by your ceiling, and it's been moving for like the last 10 minutes. It was
I just saw it. You guys see it?
And now it's almost right over the top of my head. What is that?
Well, I do get a lot of, because I have this pointy ceiling, spirits tend to gather up there. So maybe it's just something
crazy.
swirling around. Because you've been in seance with me going, okay, somebody's up here. I get it. Hello, whoever's across. Belle, did you bring a friend?
Right?
It's up there. Anybody see it?
A little unnerving, folks. Look at it go. It's going right now. It's moving right now. There it goes. Okay, that's so strange, you guys.
Well,
things are getting really creepy tonight. Is it because technically we're still in the full moon?
We're still in the full moon. It's a blood moon. We're going into this Mars retrograde
the
thing.
strawberry moon.
The strawberry moon.
In Capricorn.
And we're getting ready to go into a Mars retrograde, which that's rough on that male energy.
Yeah.
So I think it's rough on females and it's
hard
rough
for
on
career
males.
stuff.
And hard for career stuff. So, things move around. Oh, Kate says things been changing shape. So I don't know
it's
if you're
right
talking
over the
about
top of
what's
my
up there
head,
today.
everybody. It's grown, it's gotten bigger, and it's right over the top of my head.
Hold Belle for 1 second.
Are you going to go look and see what it is?
I'm going to try to actually make it a little dimmer where we're still lit.
Okay.
But see if you guys can see shadow people more. Hi, Belle.
And I'm going to move a little bit because I got the creakies.
Tell me when it's too dark. Or not.
That's good. I think that's beautiful. Yeah, that's good. Are you see her head turn after you?
Is that better? We wanted to give you some nice ghostly light.
Yay! Okay, I got you, Belle.
Oh, yeah, she did turn. Now, want me to hold her or you got her?
No, I got her.
Okay.
I got her for a while.
Oh, dear. Oh, that on my face. Sorry.
Oh, she gave you a dirty look. She doesn't like that.
I know. I just
like you grab at her face. She's like,
that's
don't
what
grab at
mothers
my
do.
face. No.
That's what mothers do.
No, I'm a haunted doll. No, don't make me make your hair fall out. You can do it to me.
Don't do that. I don't have enough hair. I don't have enough hair.
I don't have enough hair either.
I don't either, so don't do that. She's got a wig. We don't want, all of a sudden we'll have these long gray
I don't have
wigs.
a wig.
I don't have a wig, and we don't want to have to wear a wig.
My hair has gotten thicker since I've known her. I think she's given me hair.
Oh, that's good. Well, that would make sense because she loves you.
I love her too.
She loves you so much.
We have such a special thing, this girl and me. I love her so much.
You're twins. You have a twin of a 103-year-old porcelain doll.
Patty keeps threatening to give me pigtails, so we look the same.
Don't you think I should do that? We'll give her a little bangs, just a little bit, and then long pigtails. They got the same exact skin color, same exact eye color, hair
I should dress
color.
up as Belle for Halloween and wander around and scare people.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And her just keep talking to people.
I can't wait till we start taking her places. I think we need to do one from the yard.
Oh yeah, we should do it from the haunted yard.
She can hang out when she's with the well ghost. I'm sure she knows the well ghost.
Probably. And there's, again, I have a very big wild yard. There's a lot of elemental spirits in there. There's a lot of fairy spirits in there. The shadow is moving. That's what. Oh, and that's from Presley.
Oh my God! What is going on with the shadow? It's going back the other way now. Thank God.
Yeah, and there's nobody here. It's not my cats.
Okay, so here's a weird thing about the well ghost. You said that the well is basically right next to where Mary Pickford's dressing room was. So Mary Pickford, not her specifically, but that whole crowd that she ran with, they were all into a lot of occult stuff. Lots of occult, and in some cases, some of them black magic. So what if that's a spirit left over from old Hollywood?
What if it is?
That just decided to crawl over and settle in that well. Because it was very, It's sort of like a super chatty person that you'd meet at a party who'd had too much to drink and wanted to tell you all the neighborhood secrets.
It probably is. This is a super party neighborhood in the old. It's built in the 20s. This house was built in 1920. The house next door is. Oops, don't fall down.
I got you, sweetie.
And I've talked about it before. The Mary Astor house, which the Rolling Stones lived in.
Sure.
Mamas and Papas, Graham Parsons, person who invented the blow-up sex doll. Most recently, Marilyn Manson lived.
Wait, back up.
The person who invented the real life.
Cover
her ears.
What's going on with a sex doll now?
Sex doll. The guy who lived in the Marilyn Manson house,
okay.
And then most recently Marilyn Manson lived and recorded there, and he moved out. It was too scary for him.
Is that the one where somebody caught on fire?
Yeah, that's the one where my cameraman caught on fire, burst into flames, spontaneous combustion. But that was a party house, super party house. This neighborhood, for the last 100 years, used to have Bastille Day parties that lasted for days and days. There were speakeasies in the hills. It was crazy, and it was a very kind of enjoy yourself party neighborhood. So maybe somebody fell in the well. And they're still there.
The party's going on in the well, man. Somebody fell in the well, and he's a hell of a lot of fun. I think it's a male ghost. I'm gonna let you hold her for a minute.
Yeah, okay, I got it.
And
Belle, smile.
I'm gonna move this way. There we go. A chatty ghost, and I think we need to go down there and get all the neighborhood secrets. And I felt like he was about 100 years old.
Oh, interesting.
The well ghost.
The well ghost.
Yeah, just about your age. You guys should get along. It's a friend your age. We don't have a lot of play dates for people that are 103 with you, Belle.
Well, again, 100 years old. The house
give me stink face. I get it. That wasn't that funny. I know it wasn't that funny. It wasn't really funny. I know on the inside you're not 103. I know. She's like, I'm 8.
103 is a
Sheena.
new 72.
103 is the new 8.
But that around
this house.
100 makes sense because this neighborhood was built 100 years ago, or just about 1920.
But interesting that he was so fascinated with where the portal was.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
although I asked, in all honesty, I brought it up. I asked where the portal was.
And that makes sense, though, because that's energy for spirits. They use portals, just whether you create a portal or a vortex with mirrors or portals, that's probably how he can maybe come and go and get his power.
He mostly wanted to tell me where every haunted thing was, that there were animals in the trees, that what was in the backyard, what was everywhere, but didn't, honestly, interestingly enough, was not all that thrilled to be disrupted by that many people being there. Kept sort of saying, you should go. Maybe the portal activity makes him a little nervous.
Maybe,
sometimes.
Maybe, and again, we were doing magic, and maybe people aren't.
We might have been doing a little magic.
Might have been doing a little magic, and actually, one of our friends lost his red ribbon. It was just a red
what about
string.
that? Yeah, disappeared.
It came back 5 days later.
Yeah.
On the lawn.
Yeah.
And I'd been there over the 5 days.
Thanks, Portal Ghost.
Portal Ghost.
I think Portal Ghost's name is Charlie. As I said, Portal Ghost, a men's voice said Charlie to me right now.
Charlie would be 100, and Charlie was Adrian's boyfriend.
Oh,
she's psychic. We know that.
Don't tell anyone that
Charles.
I'm a psychic.
Oh my God! Because there's a couple of the paintings. Most of them are Adrian's throughout the house because I got her all.
And he would have been about 100.
And he would have been about 100, and he was an artist. And he was probably a party boy because she had the boyfriend, she had the husband, she had a bunch of husbands. But again, she was one of the Hollywood.
She's awesome.
It's Hollywood.
Hey, I don't judge. Live and let live, baby. Enjoy your life. It's not for you, Belle.
But that makes sense. He said his name was Charlie.
Just now.
Yeah, and
he didn't at the time.
Adrian's boyfriend. Did
you ever know him?
No, I never. He was passed away. Long.
I wonder if he was chatty and one of those, hey, let me tell you where everything is, kind of, how some ghosts are like tour guides.
Yeah.
They want you to know, hey, you want to know where the ghosts are? Hey, I'll show you where Henry VIII is. Come over here. He was kind of like that and very into the neighborhood gossip and the neighborhood when it was his heyday, and also wanted to talk about the girl that the house was built for.
Oh, the Taft family.
Yes.
We're in the middle of Hollywood, and on the corner of Hollywood and Vine, there's this big, what was a high rise when it was built in the last century, called the Taft Building. This house, as a little bungalow, was built for their daughter, who was an artist, and I don't know any of the story, but she died very young.
Well, Charlie seems to think, at that night, told me that she maybe overdosed, maybe killed herself.
Yeah, that feels
Unhappy.
right. That feels right.
Unhappy.
Yeah,
and I think she's here too. And I could feel her very strongly that night after he and I were talking. And I think she's here too. I think she still thinks she lives here. But I don't think she's bad or spooky or anything.
No, I don't think she's bad or spooky.
I think she's sad because I think she realized after she passed how much she missed out on, that she wished she could have been a creator. But interesting that she was an artist, that Adrian was an artist, that the boyfriend Charlie was an artist, that you and your husband are both artists. I mean, it's really like this circle of art, and all the spirits are helping the art.
Yeah, they really are. And it's true.
Yeah.
Artist and artist. And I would have loved to know Charlie, but I have his stuff here, and that's weird.
And you got him in the well.
Here, and we
should go down and talk to him sometime in the well.
We'll go talk to him. You guys, we'll go on a road trip. We'll
take a road trip to the yard.
Road trip to the yard.
Yes, and let me tell you, that road trip involves me going down and up like 100 stairs.
Yeah.
So for me, that's a trip, people.
It's a road trip.
I sit in a chair for a living. I don't get out much.
I still want to go camping in my own backyard. I haven't. It's campable.
Yeah.
I know. Because critters do come through. There was a deer in there once before they built the McMansion. And we do have one mountain lion here.
Do you have all the camping stuff?
I have a sleeping bag. How much do we need? We're 5 minutes from the house.
You need a tent. What if a coyote comes or rats?
I've got rats. Look at this.
I
we
will
have
bring
a lot
a
of fruit
tent.
trees.
I have a little pup tent from childhood.
She's going to go glamping. She's going to be with her glamping.
Bringing a tent for two people
tent
is not glamping. It's protecting yourself from rats and snakes and whatever else was down there.
Snakes are in Hollywood.
It's like the jungle down there.
It is a jungle down there. There might be snakes. All right, we'll get a tent. We'll borrow a tent. I'm sure somebody we know has a tent.
There's a tent. It's got to be. The tent's still got to be in my parents' garage somewhere.
Okay, but if you have a tent, how do you see the stars when you're laying there?
Well, you look at the stars and then you go to bed and you go to the tent.
Okay.
If you see a coyote and you're awake, you run away. But if you're asleep and you're awake and suddenly your leg is gone, you can't run away when you're asleep.
Coyotes aren't going to do that to us.
Or a snake. Because a snake will see the tent and go, oh, that's a tent, and just slither off.
And then
but if it sees you, it'll be like, oh, that's somebody I can eat. Because no one wants to eat a pup tent. Except for maybe some of the dogs that were at Dora's birthday party might want to eat a tent. And would Dora go camping with us?
Yeah, Dora will go camping. I have to keep her inside because coyotes
in my tent.
really are
Dora
not
can
going to
sleep
attack
in
us.
the tent with me.
Yes, okay. She could, because the coyotes are not going to attack us.
Okay.
The Doras, they might.
Okay.
You know, if P22 or mountain lion, maybe. I have seen a bobcat in the backyard, but they don't attack anything. They eat the rats.
Well, I am built like a very elderly bulldog, so they might think, "Wow, that is the slowest dog, and we could all eat that."
Oh, buy a clear tent. Go, Matthew. Or maybe just put some big saran wrap around both of us. Some big plastic sheeting.
Oh my God,
rat-proof
you're the
plastic
worst.
sheeting.
First, you didn't know what a tripod was. Now you want to make a tent out of saran wrap. I think you should make your tent out of saran wrap.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Who needs a tent? I'll just wrap myself up in saran
and I'm
wrap.
going to make a sleeping pad out of maxi pads. I'm just going to glue them all together and stick a zipper in there.
And Dora will say, "See you in the morning. I'm going in the
Dora's
house."
going to be like, "You freaks! I'm sleeping inside." You've never slept in your backyard?
I've never.
Wow.
Because people even get scared down there just at night. You know, it's because there's a lot of raccoons.
How was the moon last night? I did prayers for people. That's my new thing now. I do prayers for people.
I saw that on...
I did it for the solstice. I did it for the full moon. I'm going to try to do it for full moons and new moons, but I'm going to do it on 4th of July for people to send me prayers for our country.
Oh, let's do that. Why don't we all do that?
Email me your prayers, Sheena at IamRaisingYourVibration.com. IamRaisingYourVibration.com is my spiritual practice. So I also have a page on Facebook. And then just tell me what you want and what you want for the world. And you have to email it to me because I have to have them all in one place or I will lose them. And then I just sit there and I put a little fire with some incense. I throw some herbs in. I throw a little oil in. I make it beautiful. I light candles. And then I just say everyone's prayers and I send them to the universe. And then I send you back an email that says your prayer has been sent to the universe. It is done.
Oh, that is beautiful.
It's my new thing. I love it.
I love that. Yeah. Okay. We are supporting you, or we are doing it. We're giving there.
Because I think when you start a business, and my spiritual practice actually talking about it as a business is only since January, that for all the living that you make at something, you should do equal amount of time pro bono as your give back. So for radio, for all the blessings that I get from that, I run free ads for nonprofits, and everything in my life that I do. For theater, I volunteer on board of directors, and everything that you get paid for, you should give back free stuff in equally.
Yeah, I do that too. That's why we're always giving free readings
Yes,
at
me too.
At Muddy Paws, and doing whatever. We'll do a whole day. 100% goes to animal rescue, cat rescue, dog rescue.
Yes.
Just did it at a place in Pasadena.
I want to do that
donate
next one.
to charity.
I need to come do the next one.
Yeah, definitely. So you guys, give, because you receive in a whole different kind of blessing.
Yes.
So we have to plan it. We're going to do, for all you Southern California folks, we're going to do an event with Belle.
Yes, we are.
We need to